Hello, everyone. Happy Monday night. Yes, last night of our, yeah, Ric Flair. That was good, Joe. I just saw your post. Last night of Super Wild Card Weekend. Obviously, did not go how the way I would have wanted it to go, but them's the breaks. I'm a Browns fan. It's always next year, unless it's 1995, and then you got to wait 3 years. I'm allowed to make fun of my own team. Eh. End of the day, the amount of injuries that they had this year, I'm impressed they made it as far as they did, really. They were playing their fourth and fifth tackles. Nick Chubb got hurt. Watson, debatable how important that was, but defensively, safeties out all over the place. Still, that was freaking painful to watch. So I was hanging out with some of my buddies, and man, we bailed out. There was like 10 minutes left in the game, but the Browns were just running the ball, trying to run the clock out. They knew it was over. Oh, well. I mean, hell, there's only really been one good game so far. I mean, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, I didn't get to watch a lot of it, but, it looks like it came down. Pittsburgh was in it. Fair amount of time left, but, hell, so far, Detroit and the Rams, only good one we've had. I bet this is a good game tonight. Philly struggling, Tampa Bay trying to prove everybody wrong. All right, we got everybody tagged, so we'll just give it a minute or two here, and then we'll get things going. But I appreciate everybody joining me as usual. Kind of waiting here. My rep told me Gold Rush should have something new coming out here shortly, so maybe we'll fill in with some Hit Parade or something. I still got a few more mini helmets, but we'll get a Hit Parade, something full size in here. Still had some of the overloaded helmets, but I'm like, I know something new's coming out. When my rep reaches out and says, hey, you want another case of these? I'm like, something new's getting ready to come out. So I bet in the next week or two. Divisions need to be realigned. I think what they need to do, and I was actually having this conversation with my boss the other day, is they really need to get rid of the divisional, winning a division get you a home game. They need to make it all about record. And the biggest advantage to that is you would get much more meaningful games in week 17 and 18. Just perfect example, the Browns didn't play any of their starters or very few of their starters week 18. Well, if they still had a shot at getting home game, potentially as high as the number 2 seed by winning, even though they were in the same division as Baltimore, I mean, damn straight they would have played. And then I'm sure if you look across the league, there are countless examples like that. So I think that's one of the biggest things they could do, just to encourage teams to play right down to the end. Is the home games in the playoffs purely dependent upon record, tiebreakers. Don't care what division you're in. Division winners still get in, whatever. But yeah, take that away. Yeah, we'll see. They're probably going to add a couple more teams here soon too. So it seems like there's more and more chatter about that. All right, give just another minute, and then we'll get the party started. All right, so Baker got it moving a little bit, but stalled out. And Phillies just looked awful for a month and a half. And that won't get it done, so I don't know. So, man, what do you think, Ron? When you say divisions need to be realigned, I mean, what, just the power of the conferences, or just curious what specifically you're talking about? All right, let's go ahead and get this started, though. Seems like we always get a good crowd after we get going. All right, everybody here knows the drill. List from Facebook, top to bottom, 1 through 16. Take the teams that were not chosen. We'll run them through random.org 5 times and match those lists up. So the Facebook list is spot 1, Blake Jackson, San Francisco. Mark the Shark on Philadelphia at 2. 3 is Chris Miller on Miami. 4, Ron Johnson on Buffalo. Jennifer Baldwin grabbed them Green Bay Packers. How about them Packers at spot 5? I mean, I actually saw a ton of similarities in the Cleveland-Houston game and the Dallas-Green Bay, and it was two teams that thought they just had it figured out with defense and all that, and came in there And some pretty smart guys on the other side of the field said, well, if you're not going to make any adjustments, I can out scheme you. And they did. But anyways, hats off to Green Bay. Congrats, Jennifer. Spot 6, Matt Barron on Chicago Bears. Joey Gav, 7-8, Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh. David Litton, Dallas and Kansas City at 9-10. Mr. Dan Gerber, spot 11, Denver. Bob Messer took 3 spots, 12, 13, 14. You got Houston, Baltimore, and Cincinnati. Everybody start chasing those Strouds, guys. Cards, helmets, whatever you do, man. Get them. I mean, what? Houston was the best team in the league about not turning the ball over this year with a rookie quarterback. That's insane. All right. Leonardo Nero took Detroit at 15 and Jim Shivers, the Raiders at 16. It's like, obviously, I got you, Ron. It's like college football, though. I mean, they almost like geographically, it just almost doesn't mean anything. I mean, look at the Big Ten, man. They're about to have Oregon, USC, UCLA. I mean, I hear you, but yeah, unfortunately, that idea is just kind of been blown out. All right, let's take a look at the teams that were not chosen. All right, here we go. All right, so let's see what we got here. Teams that were not chosen. We got Arizona, Atlanta, Carolina, Cleveland, Indianapolis, Jacksonville, the Chargers, the Rams, Minnesota, New England, New Orleans, the Giants, the Jets, Seattle, Tennessee, and Washington. 14, 15, and 16. All right, all right. All right, 5 times, everybody. We'll match them up. Good luck. All right, Atlanta at 1 and New Orleans at 16. Jacksonville at 1 and Atlanta at 16 after 2. 3 is Atlanta at 1. They keep popping up. Giants at 16. After 4, Arizona at 1 and Indianapolis at 16. So 5th and final time. Good luck, everyone. All right, there we go. Blake, you get Carolina. Mark the Sharp, Washington. Chris Miller, you get Minnesota at 3. Giants go to Ron there at 4. Then Jennifer, you get New England at 5. Matt Barron at 6 gets the Colts. Joey Gav, 7 and 8, Arizona and Jacksonville. David Litton, 9 and 10, Atlanta and Tennessee. Dan Gerber at spot 11 is the Chargers. Bob Messer, 12, 13, and 14, the Rams, the Browns, and the Jets. Leonardo at 15 gets Seattle, and New Orleans goes to Jim in the closeout spot. Just something I thought about this is interesting. I was thinking about this. Jordan Love is a very interesting case. Right now, everybody wants to draft rookie quarterbacks and start them. Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, whoever, man. I mean, Levis, all over the place. A lot of them were falling off. Jordan Love sat on the bench for a couple of years. Finally gets his chance. And wow, I don't know. Just some guys can come right in and hit it. Most guys probably can't. I don't know. I think it's very interesting to see. I'm glad to see him be successful. Jennifer, I know you got some nice Jordan Love stuff, so I'm sure you are happy to see him successful. I know you. I've pulled you a few things. All right, hit this list one more time. We got Blake Jackson, San Francisco and Carolina. Mark the Shark, Philadelphia and Washington. Chris Miller, Miami and Minnesota. Ron Johnson, Buffalo and the Giants. Jennifer Baldwin, Green Bay and New England. Matt Barron, Chicago and Indianapolis. Joey Gav, Tampa Bay, Arizona, Pittsburgh, and Jacksonville. David Litton, Dallas, Atlanta, Kansas City, and Tennessee. Dan Gerber, Denver and the Chargers. Bob Messer, Houston, the Rams, Baltimore, Cleveland, Cincinnati, and the Jets. Leonardo Nera, Detroit and Seattle. And Jim Shivers, the Raiders and the Saints. Red, white, and blue, not the Texans. There you go. No, Pittsburgh, they made it interesting there at the end. I'll give them that. I mean, they were, let's face it. And my boss is a Pittsburgh fan, and I was telling him, the uglier this game is, the better, right? I mean, without Watt, but yeah, Buffalo's just better team, better roster. All right, everybody. Gold Rush Series 4. Like I said, looking for something new to come out from them pretty soon. But maybe filling the break here. Like I said, I got a couple mini helmets, but thinking Hit Parade. It's been a while since we've done one of those. So I didn't see any full size this morning when I was on, but I bet they'll remedy that real quick. So see what we can get on order. All right. Good luck, everyone. Gold Rush Series 4 full size. All right. Speed replica. As per the norm. All right, let's go. All right. Chosen team. This team's always chosen. They're always chosen, but let's see what the name is. This looks like a regular. Yep, just a regular old speed rep, not a specialty or anything, but let's go. Come on. Oh, that's a damn. I don't think it's on the front of the box, but that's a good one. Nah, it ain't on the front of the box, but it's a pretty good one. That's a pretty dang good one, fellas. What's them boys? Man, it's been a while, I think, since I pulled a Dallas helmet. That's all I'm forgetting something. It has been a minute. And them and the Steelers are usually all over it. So, of course, that is Mr. David Litton. You grab them at spot 9. Good stuff. There's the rep. I love it. I love it. All right. There's your Beckett cert. I mean, you can just read that name. I can get a good look for you. You can just read that one. That is Mr. Herschel friggin' Walker. So that is a pretty darn good one. Congratulations, Mr. Litton. Said put it back in the box. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's like I said, he wasn't on the front, but I mean, I'll take Herschel Walker all day, every day. That is a nice hit. That was the last one in the case, so that is a heck of a way to finish out. Congrats, Mr. Litton. That is a nice one. Like I said, been a minute since we got the Cowboys. We're saving up and got a good one. Whew. All right. Man, that is sweet, man. Herschel Walker. Nice signature, too. Really nice. Man, congrats, David. Very, very nice hit. Like I said, great way to finish that case. Yeah, well, same thing. There's a consolation prize. I don't know if he's really a Dallas fan. I know he goes after the hot teams like that. He's a Dallas, Pittsburgh that hit a lot, but just kick them boys out. That's right, Jennifer. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. So next one up will probably be a mini helmet break again, but we'll see. I'll check Hit Parade and see if we can get something on the way. But everybody enjoy the rest of the game tonight. Hopefully it's a good one. And yeah, we'll be back soon. A few more weekends of football, so enjoy them while they're here. Everybody have a good night, and hope to see you all soon.